rush up for nothing? Why don't rush up for nothing? Why don't rush up for nothing? Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach. Give us a shot.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ducks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 Oregon. Back to throw Barrett. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The quarterback is sacked.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
14-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And LSU has taken the early lead. As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, well, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ferguson on the draw. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard.
Throwing on second down. Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ferguson. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Jeremiah Kelly.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You know, Charles, you and I get to call a lot of games at the next level, but walking into the stadium, there's just something about the college atmosphere, the bands, the pageantry. So nice for us to be able to get the...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Mason Thibodeau, 45 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The 20-yard line.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On second down, it's Drake. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That's good for A. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. From 6 yards away. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg. Barrett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out to hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 1st and 10, LSU. 12-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The point after is good, and a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Barrett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
The 3rd down pass.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 43 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. LSU lining up here to go for 2. His pass caught at the 4.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the receiver.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Ferguson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 30.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd down and 10.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I'm trying to collect.
On third down, Barrett. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No good.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Avant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. He won't go down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
6-yard line.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. His throw caught at about the 5. Yeah, he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's thrown 5... touchdown passes. Now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Oregon's punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. That's taken on the 25. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him. That certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
LSU takes over first and 10.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run on first down. Kelly, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the pickup. It's second and...
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly.
Jeremiah Kelly, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Brings up.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. This is Kelly, and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. That's
filet.
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ducks take over first and... at their own 24-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, but now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
They'll start with the option.
Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. This is Kelly. Broken tackle. They can't corral him. And some room to maneuver. Just bowling over tacklers. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A game there of 30 big ones.
I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital. And that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference. Because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
Steps away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
That's complete right around the 8. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
These college offenses, Charles, so
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
Quarterback gets sacked.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground and
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Able to fall on it
but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Sheds another. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And another tackle broken. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man, but if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Kelly. Powers through again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses, and the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27.
LSU with a 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
12-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And LSU has taken the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. To throw is Barrett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 65 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. The LSU Tigers 14, Ducks 3.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run with Ferguson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Tigers 14, Ducks 3.
The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Barrett. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll start out here with the option left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football.
And this is caught. He will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 61 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score. The LSU Tigers 21, Ducks 3.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Fielded at about the 28. Oh, breaks another. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Number 86.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again. Barrett. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and 2, Barrett. It's caught. He finds Myers.
Bradley Myers.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Another try after the 1st down sack. Barrett, he was trying to keep his eyes down. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
For Oregon.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
1st and 10.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for number 82.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out to his left. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. LSU fans saying, hey, Tommy who right now, they're pretty happy. They lead big as we reach halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. Taking it about the 1. And he won't. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start. We're going to try to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And again, the footwork. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And Charles, look, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And running right
through him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of...
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Ferguson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you to get you
in trouble, and he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Oregon's punter out on the field. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football. All through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. And even 80 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 14 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Barrett. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Falling on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Barrett. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsey? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us. Stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. 1st and 10, LSU. Running for the shotgun with Dre. He won't go down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that and
it is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guy guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cameron again the target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oregon's punter out on the field. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
LSU Tigers 58, Ducks 3.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already? Now I have to deal with you?
I know you upset.
Cannibalistic, animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
don't know better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them